But what I personally believe is that it's time for me to do a championship fight right now. He don't stand a chance against me. He's a strong guy. I'm not underestimating him.
We're just days away from Brave CF 66, which will see the return of Indian MMA star Mohammad Farhad. So we got the man himself here today with us. So Farhad, first of all, brother, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing, man. Fantastic. More better than ever right now.
So before we get into the upcoming fight, okay, I just want to touch you back on the fight that you had with Maisara. So what do you think went wrong in that fight that you fought in Bahrain?
In that fight, from my side, what I would say is that I hold it myself a bit in that fight, which I had. I should have shown some aggression, and I had some small injuries, which because of which I couldn't explode in the fight. So, but my plan was to take him down grappling and then finish him in the third round, which I'm very much confident of because as soon as I, you know, started grappling, he got really nervous over there, and I felt that nervousness of his he grabbing the cage and all everything. So I think that is what I need to add more in my next fight right now.
So tell us a bit about your camp. Like what have you done different this time around, and where did you have your camp for this fight?
I have done my camp in Bangalore. I started from there. 3 months basically camp I did for this fight, on and off, a bit off in between. So, and after that, I trained in Bombay, and then I finished my camp in Thailand. So, three regions, and training in Thailand was very good for me because the atmosphere and the weather condition of Thailand and Bali is almost the same, I would say. So that was very much beneficial, and I'm fighting in Bali, so training in the same weather makes difference.
So compared to your last camp, like have you done something different here, or has it been the same routine for you this time as well?
It was definitely different because I've been changing, I've been upgrading myself camp to camp. So I started from Bangalore, as I mentioned. So there, I was preparing to get ready for the fight camp. And then in Bombay, I was training at Ultimate MMA. There I did camp couple of weeks, and then I traveled uh, to Thailand after that. So time and timingly, I had to change my schedule. I was on a very good diet, so I'm like not very much high weight right now. And something new you would say is I this camp I have trained with some and sparred with some international fighters. So that was really intense in the camp, which I really needed. And thankfully, I'm you know in one piece in Bali right now.
So tell us a bit about your weight cut. You mentioned that you're just some kgs up. So how smooth has it been, and what kind of nutritions did you follow for that?
So there is one dietitian, uh, dietitian Sana. I have contacted her for my diet plans, and she gave me the diet plan. I seriously followed the diet plan, whatever she gave, and my weight was a little bit excess that time. I was 75.5 3 months before when I started, and now I'm weighing minus 67. So that diet plan and all my workout, it really worked very well for me. So for this fight, I just need to cut 5 kg of water weight, and I'm all set to go. And till now, I have not started cutting any water weight. I'm planning to drop it in 3 sessions, which is tomorrow morning, evening, and then the weighing day morning.
Awesome. So coming to your
So
opponent,
less suffering, less suffering. What I wanted to say is less suffering this time.
so coming to your opponent, you are facing a Filipino fighter, Ruel. So how has been the scouting process for you? Like, what kind of information have you gotten on him? I understand like he has only a few professional fights, but what is the information that you got about him?
A few fights I watched of his on YouTube, whatever was available and accessible for me. The information what I collected is he is basically a striker. I think what I believe is he is boxer first and then a kickboxer. So he will also wanted to keep it standing most probably. So you will be seeing more of a kickboxing MMA fight kind of, and that's what my plan is to go head to head, toe to toe with him, exchange some shots, and yeah, that's the plan is.
So he comes out from the camp of Rolando D, who's a established fighter. So what do you think of Rolando being a coach now? Now that his career, he'll be in the corner of your opponent. So this is something that's in your mind.
Nothing as such in my mind because I do respect Rolando. He's a champion in one of the promotions. Very good fighter. He's retired now, and but that doesn't make any difference for me. I just want to do what I'm good at. You know, to some fighters it might affect, but in my case, it's not the thing because what brings confidence in me is my training. If I trained well, I can beat anybody. And if I don't train, might be a 6 month, trained fighter can come beat me and go. So that is the training, which is more important for a fighter, which I have done, and I'm ready for this fight.
So ahead of this fight, Brazil President Mohammad Farhad said that you are the biggest star in Indian MMA at this moment. So how do you take that praise, and what are your thoughts on that praise from Shahid?
Man, I don't know if I'm a star or not, but yeah, I fought good fights in Brave, and Brave is happy with that. Uh, and if Brave president is saying those, I have not read because not much active in social media right now. Been focusing on my training camps and all. Uh, so yeah, it feels happy. It feels good. It feels good to hear that, and definitely I'm going to maintain that status by putting on a good show always and focusing more on my profession.
So after this fight, like, is a rematch with Maysara something that interests you once you complete this fight, or assume that you win this fight? Is that rematch something that interests you?
I'm okay with the rematch also with Maisara. He's a good fighter. As of now, I have not done any rematch with of any of my opponents yet. With whom I lost, I took it in a positive way. But if Brave wants me to rematch, I'll do that. But what I personally believe is that it's time for me to do a championship fight right now. And I'm very much ready to do that and very much positive, physically, mentally. So I think I should get a shot next.
So that was my next question. Brad Katona has been leading the Brave CF Bantamweight division currently. He recently had a first title defense. So what are your thoughts on him as a champion, and how do you see yourself matching against him?
I think he's a very smart fighter, Brad Katona. And what I believe is that I can take him. That is what I believe. He don't stand a chance against me. He's a strong guy. I'm not underestimating him. I'll really train very hard once I get the shot, and you'll get to see.
Awesome. So what is the message for the Indian MMA community when it comes to your upcoming fight at Brave CF 66?
I would like to say to the Indian MMA fans, first of all, hello everybody. Thank you so much for supporting Indian MMA fighters, and do watch my fight live so that you enjoy more rather than checking the highlights afterwards. And keep supporting us, Indian MMA fighters. Let's come together and take this to the peak.